welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica, and on today's video I'm going to be hoping to do a real quick look, maybe 15 minutes tops, and that's short for me. I usually take an hour to do my makeup. So I'm hoping to do a quick look that can be worn like if you're going on business travel, something like that. Like I'm going to be going on a trip in about a week and a half, 2 weeks for work, where I'm going to an on-site location to get training, and I figured it might be a really nice time to pull together something that I could quickly throw on before training started each day and that I could travel with. Now I'm actually going to be going via car, so I don't have to worry about liquids, but I know sometimes that's not an option. Sometimes you do need to worry about liquids, so I try to minimize the number of liquids that I'm using in the products today. In fact, I only have 2 or 3 products that are liquid. I'm not sure if mascara is considered a liquid. If you know, put it down in the comment section down below. But I have a little mascara. I have a little setting spray that I got in a beauty box recently. And then I have my concealer, my Tarte Shape Tape. So those are the 3 products that I have that might be considered liquids. Like I said, I'm not sure about mascara if it's considered a liquid or not. Everything else is a solid, and we'll just go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to actually time myself to see how long this takes me. So I've got my stopwatch ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and hit start and then get going. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Alright, very first I'm going to be using a mineral powder foundation. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put on some of the Milk Makeup Cooling Stick as a moisturizer and the Milk Makeup Blur Stick as a primer, and then we will move on to the next step. So I'm going to do this real quick here. Get this on the skin. Okay, rub that in. Okay. Next, I'm going to be using the blur sticks. I'm going to go ahead and grab my blur stick and just get that. And I'm still not quite sure on this product. If you know the best way to use it, please leave it in the comment section down below. I still have no idea how the best way is to use this. So I'm trying to focus some spots where I know I need a little bit more coverage. Primarily my nose, where my pores have a tendency to get kind of on the bigger side. And then some spots here on my cheeks where I do have some more obvious pores. So, okay. Don't need too much on my forehead, but on my nose and my cheeks I definitely need some help. So, I'm going to go ahead and get that in place. Alright. Next, I am going to move into my concealer because I am going to be using that powder foundation like I said. So I'm going to move into that next. Put my cooling water stick and blur stick away. So I am using the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the color light. This is a darker shade for me. Sometimes I will wear, if I really want to highlight, I will wear the lighter shade, the shade Fair I believe it's called. But this one matches almost right well with my current skin color. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of this on. Okay. And I don't want a whole lot of this stuff. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I do have a concealer brush instead of my beauty sponge, so I'm going to be using the Angled Buff Concealer F66 from Sigma and just get this buffed in. I do have a small size of the Tarte Smooth Operator. This is the Amazonian Clay Setting Powder. I'm just going to use a little bit of that to set my concealer. I'm not trying to bake, just trying to set. Because I do have a tendency to really crease, especially under my eyes. Next, I'm going to go into my foundation. I am using today the Ulta Mineral Powder Foundation. I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flat Top buffing foundation brush, and I am going to put on my foundation. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do for my foundation. Next, I am going to go ahead and move on to my contour and highlight. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Dolce de Leche. This is the contour and highlight kit. So I'm going to be using my Royal Langnickel complexion brush. I'm just going to get a little bit of the darker color here. Tap off my brush because a lot of it came up. And I'm just going to do a little bit of contour. I am going to go ahead and take my Luxie 522. This is a taper highlighter brush. I'm going to take the highlight from here and I'm going to put a little bit of that in some places on my chin or my forehead a little bit, on my nose, underneath my eyes, just to highlight the skin just a little bit. And I'm going to be using another highlighter then too. Okay. Alright, next I'm going to go into, I have this little dirty little secret blush. I got this in a beauty box recently. It's in the color Kitty Pink. I'm going to be using the Royal and Langnickel, oops. I'm going to be using that same tapered highlighter brush. I'm going to get a little bit of that blush on my brush and just put this on here. And it's called Kitty Pink, but it seems to be a little bit more peachy from my experience with it. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for blush. Now I'm going to take the Pixie with Aspen Novard. This is the glowy powder in the color London Luster. I'm going to take my Royal Langnickel Highlight and Glow brush and just get a little bit of this. And this is not like a super bright highlight. It is buildable, but it's just more of a subtle highlight than a blinding one. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and just blend that in a little bit because I think I got just a little bit too much for the look that I'm going for. So I do have a blending brush here from e.l.f. and I'm just going to blend that just a smidgen to soften it up a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, next, looking around my table, what is next? Alright, so I do have my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my eyes to prime my eyes, just to get me started. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my Kat Von D. I have one of the Shade and Light quads that she has. This is the Rust one. There are the colors right there. I'm going to be using this on my eyes today, so just a very soft look. I'm going to be using my Sigma E70. I'm going to go into the, I'm going to actually follow the directions on the back. The base color here at the end, the large slightly pink one. I'm going to put that all over my lid, over top of the paint pot. Okay. And then next, I'm going to go into my next color, which is the contour color. That is, I'm sorry, the defined color, which is the brown right here. I'm going to use the same brush because I'm going in with a darker color. I'm going to pick up some of that and I'm going to work it into my crease. And that is a little bit too much. Alright, I'm going to use my Sigma E40 brush. I'm going to go into the contour color, the red one here. And I'm going to put that all over my lid, just the bottom part of my lid here. Okay, Next, I'm going to go in with my Sigma E30 pencil brush. I'm going to go in with the highlight color here on the end, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner and along the brow bone. I'm going to go ahead and put this aside for just a minute. I'm going to go in with my mascara. I'm using the It Superhero mascara. Next, I'm going to go in with some eyeliner. I'm going to be using the Ulta Automatic Eyeliner, and this is in the color Black Brown. I'm going to just put this along my upper eyelid. Next, I am going to go back to my eyeshadow. I'm going to take the Sigma E55. This is an eye shading brush. I'm going to go back into the red color here, and I'm going to just take the very tip of this brush, get a very little bit on it, and I'm going to put that along my lower lash line on the inside of it. Alright, next I'm going to go take the same brush. I'm just going to tap into the brown color here, and I'm just going to work that on the outside part of the eye. Alright, next what I'm going to do is put on some lipstick. I am going to be using this Pixie by Petra. This is the lipstick, matte luster lipstick in the color Rose Natural. There it is. I'll go ahead and put this on. Alright, and last but not least, I'm going to use my setting spray. This is the Supergoop Defense Refresh Setting Mist with Rosemary. Shake this up. Okay. Okay. And that is it. What does my timer say? Gotta get into my phone. Well, I was hoping for 15 to 20, but at least it took less than 25. Alright, I'm gonna go ask John to come up here and see what he thinks of my look. Maybe next time I can do it a little bit quicker. So give me 1 minute and I'm gonna go get him. You ready?
I bet money this is a glam look. Alright, let's see
Well, I think you'd be wrong.
I'd be wrong? Oh.
So, what I was going for today was I told them that I was going to be going on travel here in like 2 weeks.
Yes.
Can you come in a little bit?
Sorry.
And I wanted to use a bunch of products that didn't have like liquids and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that it wouldn't be something you couldn't take on a plane. And I wanted to go with more of like a business type look. Something not super glam, something not like an everyday makeup look, but something that was a little bit more something you would wear to like an office.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I think this is sort of an office look. I mean, if you did put lipstick on, it's very minimal.
Yes, I did.
You have a very light highlight.
Yes.
I guess they're all peaches and browns.
Yes.
A little bit of blush, a little bit of contour.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have... Oh, I got a question. You have your contour almost going like this. I always thought it was more like this.
It started as that and then I sort of blended it up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, what John's saying is it looks almost like a triangle.
Yeah. On
this cheek. But yeah, it looks kind of like that on that cheek too. But I did blend it up. So.
Well, I mean, I definitely think it's a very more business look. I mean, you're definitely made up. So I mean, it's not like you're.
It's not a no makeup look.
Yeah, it's not a no makeup look, and it's not a like I'm going out.
No.
Party look. So yes, I mean there's as long as you were wearing something that was color coordinated to match your makeup, I think this is very appropriate. Yeah,
honestly, I used this little eyeshadow quad, and the coloring is called Rust. Kat Von D did a handful of these quads. This is not sponsored, by the way. A handful of these quads, and I chose the reddish one. She has like a purple one, I think a nude one. I don't know. It's a couple different colors of these quads, and I like the reds. Huh. So I like the way reds or like maroons kind of look on my skin or my eyes.
I mean, you have those undertones, don't you?
Yeah, so that's the colors I like. I probably could have gone for a little bit lighter of a look. Maybe skip the eyeliner on top, because I did put an eyeliner on top.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. I think the eyeliner adds a little bit of something. I mean, I guess if I was gonna tell you to pull anything back, I don't know. Pardon me.
You always yawn when you come up here.
Sorry, it's the altitude. If I was gonna tell you to pull anything back, I'd say lighten up on the eyeshadow itself, because it's very noticeable. And I don't know how appropriate. I mean, it depends on what you're doing for your work, how appropriate that may or may not be.
Okay. So what do you think of the look?
I think it's cute.
Okay.
You could sell me some stuff.
I'm not in sales, so.
No, she is not in sales. Not that she couldn't. That's not her thing, though.
Anyhow, all right, well, thank you for your assessment.
There you go.
If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you'd like to be, please hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell so you get notified when I do upload new videos. Also, if you have any comments, do you like this look, or you have any recommendations for things that I could have done differently? Like John said, I could have maybe gone a little bit lighter on the eyeshadow. What are your recommendations? What do you think I could have done? Put those down in the comment section down below. I'd really appreciate that. So I hope you like this video, and we will see you next time on Epic Beauty Fail. Bye.
Bye.